What am I doing here? There's nothing like coming downstairs, flipping on the lights, flipping on the cameras, flipping open StreamYard, just hitting live without even setting anything up. It's awesome. It's awesome just to come down and just turn things on, not set anything up. I don't know why that screen's not on the back of my camera. I need to go fix that. Hey, Stream Elements, how are you this evening? I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you here. Awesome, awesome. There we go. James L is here. Are you serious? Wow, I got one person coming in. Yay! I got to go flip this screen up. Hang on a sec. Oh, there's that screw I dropped. I dropped this thing the other day and didn't realize. There we go. That's what I need to see. DBR it and Rex Waldy. Hey guys. Hey, welcome. Hello. I am just last second I said Maria, I'm gonna go live. She's okay. Should I go live? She said, yeah. Where's OBS? OBS, you belong over on that screen. There you go. That's better. That's what I'm used to seeing. So I'm just going to do some wiring. I'm going to continue doing some wiring tonight. I've been pulling out all my cameras and deciding which cameras I want to use going forward. I've got a few choices. So I've got a couple different cameras hooked up tonight, and I want to see if this old Logitech Brio is still any good for anything, but I'll test these things another time. Yeah. So anyways, I got the my JST SM male-female connector kit came in yesterday, so I can actually start making some of the wires for this thing. Yeah, my my heat gun from China came in to replace this one that I've dropped so many times. It's got a wobbly part inside, and it's hit and miss. When the safety's on, I can push that button and still get gas out. So that's a little dangerous. But then there's this new one, which has a little thing that you turn around and you can actually stand it on the table and use it to do whatever. I guess you can lock it on, obviously, somehow. Oh, I don't know how you're supposed to lock it on. Oh, anyways. I gotta put some butane in it though, so see if that works. Oh, we're down to one person watching. People have left. That's okay. I like to go live sometimes during the week just because it's sitting down here alone. I'm not the type to listen to music while I work because it can distract me. And sometimes while I work on stuff, I talk to myself. So nice thing about having a channel is that I can just go live and talk to myself at the same time as I talk to you guys. So, well, it looks like we're down to one person watching. That's okay. There's probably more exciting things happening tonight. Anyways, last night what was I doing? Oh, I was getting the these little connectors on the ends of these plugs that go into the board here. So for my fans. So I'm just going to continue doing some of that tonight, some crimping and some wire making. So I'm just, what the heck? If you want to chill out and hang out with me, hey, cool. It's all good. Just going to stay on here for, what are we at? 7:30, 8:30, about an hour or so. So I like to do a little bit of work each night when I can. I love working with these little pins. Let's see if I can, I got these two different cameras set up. What's up, fellas? Hey, Snapshot. I think you're the only one still on here. Oh, DBR, it's still working on some 3D files. Okay, yeah. You work on stuff while you kind of watch me. I got a couple different cameras hooked up this time. I'm trying all my different cameras, seeing which ones I really like better. So I have Desk Mobile, which is this one here. I have a Floor Mobile, which is one over here. Then I have my Insta360, which I've just put right up here for some reason. And then, of course, I've got my main one, which is right there. So does my Desk Mobile have picture-in-picture? It does. Look at that. But it's got picture-in-picture with this one. Oh, that's okay. If I want to look at you when I talk, I just got to turn my head this way, as long as I don't get whiplash. But this is pretty cool to see me with the wiring and stuff. So what the heck? Now I had this tiny little pin and I just lost it. Where'd I put it? It's just in, oh, I put it back in here. Katana. Oh, cool. Miles. Hey, Miles. How are you, sir? Let me move this out of the way so I can keep an eye on chat. There we go. It's going good, Miles. Just doing some little wiring. But I'm working with, this camera is not an autofocus. But you can kind of see the tiny little, like my big, massive fingers. And these are the tiny little, connectors I'm working with. Actually, let me focus the camera so it's more so focused right. Oh, wrong one. Right there. So these are the little connectors I'm using right there. So, oh, now see, manual focus cameras are great because when you get the focus in sharp, they're really clear and everything. And sometimes they're better, except when you have to move in and out. Hey, poor boy, how are you, sir? Okay, so let's get these going. So I use these little crimpers for this particular one. I put it in the second one here. And the trick I learned with these is how far you put it in. And you got to make sure that it's sticking out just the right amount. You don't want it in too far because you'll squish your locking mechanism, and you don't want it out back too far. You won't grab your wire. And so I really should do a video on using these things once. I know other folks have done videos on doing these kind of connectors, but it's always nice to have different perspectives. But I peel away around, how much would you, actually, I got a better idea. Hang on. Let me pull this other camera over here. Let me pull this other camera over here. And let me try something here. You guys are just going to have to put up with me fiddling with cameras tonight. So that's okay. So let me pull this camera here. Focus on the desk. Oops. Oh, that's the aperture. There's the focus button. And I think that's sharp right about there. Okay, perfect. Now what I'll do, that can sort of be the overhead watching my fingers work, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Hey, David Vieira. Hello. Fly some drones while it's still legal. There you go. And then I'm going to just quickly switch over to this camera. And I'm going to make this one. Now, where did I put I'm going to make this one so that I can show stuff really close up. So if I focus this one in right about there, that's better. So now you can see that pin that's in there, right in the middle there, sort of thing. And you can kind of see how far it's sticking out right there. Aha. So, yeah. And then what we do is we take about that much wire. I'd say it's about a quarter inch. And then we shove it in. Got to make sure that the wire insulator is in under that one piece, and then you pinch and close, and you get a connection that is, oh, that just made it. So actually it's not the best, but it'll work. So basically you want that first, oh, I got to get closer. Hang on. I think I can focus really close on this one. So you want that first thing to be gripping your wire sheath or your wire insulation, and then that little one in the middle is gripping your wires. And then you want to make sure, it's so hard to show on this camera. See that little thing sticking down on the bottom? You want to make sure you're not crimping and bending that, because that's what locks it into your actual plug. There we go. Not that anybody on here needs a lesson in crimping these and making these wires, but you just never know, right? As I say, one of these days I will do a video on this, but I'm going to have a little better camera setup because it's really hard to zoom in really close on some of these things. Okay, let's get this going. This just takes patience. There we go. Click it until it stops. And you can only have wire that's so thick for this because you got to make sure that the casing of the wire insulation gets in under that, in that one gripper. There we go. And there we go. So this one's even better. So let me just, this one's much better. And it's going to be actually better if I just, there we go. That one's much better. You can kind of see how the wire insulation is gripped better on that one. Wow, it's really hard to get these things in close. Hang on. Oh, I can get it really close with this. There, that's a look at that close-up view. So you want to make sure that the wire is pinched under that. And then the one above that is where the actual bare wire goes. And then you can still see that little wee tab. That's tab's important because that tab is what locks it into the actual connector. So that's a perfect crimp right there, whereas this other one will work, but I didn't quite get that wire in as far as I should. It's going to be fine. It's pinching enough of it, but I should be pinching more of that wire insulation. So, yeah. Dude. Okay, and this is a two pinner plug, which is this guy right here. Now I got to make sure on the board here. So if we turn this over here, kind of like that, we got to make sure on the board, because these are the fan plugs right here, and the plug closest to the outside of the board, the pin closest to the outside of the board is your negative, and the pin, and that's just on the Octopus. I don't know about other boards, but the pin inside is your positive. And then these jumpers here let you set whether it's, if it's on the far outside, it's 5 volts. If it's on the middle, it's 12 volts. If it's on the inside closest to the plug, it's 24 volts. So you want to make sure you have those jumpers set properly for whatever voltage your fan is. And I believe I'm working with a 12 volt and a 24 volt fan respectively. So we'll see. So I know that my pin goes in this way. So I know that my negative wire has to go to this plug right here on the outside, or, you know, whatever. So just a matter of making sure that you don't get those mixed up, because I've burned out fans before by having the polarity wrong. Actually, I burned out a, what was it I burned out before when I had the fan wrong? Oh, I blew a daughter board, or whatever you want to call it. So let's get this black one in the right side here, like that. And we'll get the red one in this right side here, like this. And there we have our plug, all plugged in and beautiful. You just can't seem to get the dang screen to work. You literally had it printing inside out at first. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's that one. So those are 2 fans for that end. What else do I need on this one? Let's see. What are my other wires here? That is my heater cartridge wire. It's already finished. Okay. This one is going to be the hot end thermostat. So that is going to need one of these dual plugs as well. And thermostat's not polarity specific, so it doesn't matter what's red, what's black, as long as it plugs in both ways. Just sort of like the thermistor and the heater cartridge are not polarity specific. Oh, wow, Marcel, $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That gets you super chat. Thank you so much, Marcel. How are you, sir? Wow. You're here to watch my really boring wiring. Yay. It's been a while. I've been keeping up with you watching your drone stuff. So, man, I wish I could get into drones that much, but there's nowhere to fly them around here where I am. Okay, we'll get this. We'll strip off about our 1/4 inch. Here we go. Yeah, the thing is with these, you don't want too much bare wire, because if your bare wire is too much, it'll push through the pin and it'll impede the, it'll just sort of prevent it from locking in there nicely. We'll give a little twist here, trim a little bit off this one. There we go. Okay, let's get back to this tiny, tiny, tiny plug. Came for the stripping and stayed for the crimping. Work and flying drones is your life now. Wow. Well, hey, it's a fun hobby. I love flying drones, but I have a drone that's sitting in its case upstairs. It's a DJI, one of the small ones, but I'm not allowed to fly it anywhere. So it is just sitting here. I'm probably going to end up selling it one day. It's got spare batteries, got all sorts of fun stuff with it. Oh, okay. I put that in the wrong side. That's why. Got to pay attention to what I'm doing. Got to make sure you put these things in the proper side of the crimper, or it won't work. Quit working in film until the rest of the time you get a really good actor role, but you haven't been doing much else other than drones and pipe fitter. Okay. Fire sprinkler residential. Well, you got to do what you got to do. Your day will come. I think at least that's what you see in movies about struggling actors and actresses, etc. Is that it just takes patience, and you just got to wait, and the opportunity will get there. Okay, is that in far enough? I hope so. Dang, it's not. It's probably good enough. Yeah, as long as I can't pull that out, I should be good. Build an ROV yourself. That'd be cool. I'll let you know what it is for sure, Marcel. I'll let you know. I know it's a DJI. Is it a Mavic Mini? Something like that. I'll have to check it out. Actually, maybe I can run up in a minute and grab it. I have no idea what it's worth. I know what I paid for it, but it's the whole kit and caboodle. And last time I flew it was 3 years ago in Jamaica, because they don't really give a crap if you fly drones in Jamaica. Okay. There's 2 successful crimps on that one. We'll grab a plug. And as I say, polarity doesn't matter on this one, but to keep consistent, I'm going to put it in the right side, so that way I train my brain as to the right way it should go when I'm wiring up a fan. There we go. Okay, so that's that one. So now we can work on the other end. So this is just that little kit here that I have. I have actually 2 of these kits, and they'll last me forever. And these have plugs all the way up to, not that I'll ever need these, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins. So anyways, these are the type of things. I don't know why I have 2 of these, because this one will probably last me until I stick a foot in the grave. So, okay, so now this is the kit that I just got in, the JST SM. So this is the one that we're going to use to wire up some other stuff here. So this is just brand new. So you have the boy pins, and we have the girl pins. So the boy pins have an outie, and the girl pins have an innie. So there we go. Let me open this up. Just in case you didn't know the difference between a boy pin and a girl pin. Mini 1 is a Wi-Fi and 2 is GPS. I believe it's Wi-Fi. It uses my phone. I don't know. I'll have to check. Mini 1 sells for $500 on the marketplaces. Oh, really? Yeah, I'll have to check and see what it is. It's upstairs in my room in its case. Has spare props. It has blade guards. It has, you name it. I think it's got it. I bought a kit. It was actually a whole kit. Okay, let's get 2 of the boy plugs off of here. 1 boy plug. 2 boy plugs. Actually, we're going to need 3 or 4 or 6 boy plugs. 3. We're going to need more than that, but let's start with 4. I've not wired one of these before, so and then we're going to need some girl plugs at the other end. So I don't know which I want to be, the boy or the girl. I think I'm going to make the smaller plug. I don't know whether I should put the boy plug at the hot end or the girl plug at the hot end. Well, since it's the hot end and I'm a guy, I should put the girl plug at the hot end. I don't know. What do you think? Do you have a Discord? I have a Discord, but I don't use it much. Yes. Okay, so we should be able to cut that excess off. Okay. I didn't cut the excess off of the boy. Not that I have to, but hey. Okay. As long as it don't hit the floor, because those will hurt the feet if I step on those. Okay. So we need a 2-pin boy right here. Comes with 20 pieces of each size. 2-pin boy and a 2-pin girl. So we have which one is which? How do I tell if it's a boy or a girl? Don't go there. I have a feeling that's the way it connects. So I'm going to guess that the boy pin, let's see, the long one. So this has got to be the male pin here, and this has got to be the female pin. Yeah, or no, I think it doesn't really tell me which side goes in where. Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to do one. Do a practice one. Let's do a practice one because I like practicing. What's this plug? That's the old park cooling fan plug. That's the old plug. So let's cut a wire here. Let's practice. So power isn't sticking out. The socket side is usually the power side. The socket side is usually the power side. Well, I think yeah. Anyways, I'm going to do a practice run on these. I've not crimped these pins before, so I'm just going to do a quick practice run on these. Let's see. I think the female has 2 rows of holes. Easy to get it wrong. Yeah, okay. Well, let's try it. So it's going to be the same general idea. We're going to strip off just not quite a 1/4 inch. Okay. Oh, that's a little too little. That's better. Okay, let's hook up one of these boy pins. Okay, let's see. You've got to go. I think I can use the same crimp and even the same slot. Let's see. Oh, let's move this over this way a bit more. I think I can use the same slot on this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get away with that. Okay. Let's see. In there. This wire's a little heavier gauge, but it might work. It should still work. Okay, so let's do one of them. Let's do the other one. Okay, let's give this a shot. There we go. Okay. Barking dog, hidden dragon. Yeah, this wire is a little too thick to crimp properly, but that's okay. This will give me an idea. I just want to basically find out. Now, I think second row was the release. Okay, so this goes in this way. So this comes in from behind here. So this is going to be almost a permanent test. So it's a good thing I have lots of extras. So if this comes in this way, okay, that goes in there. That snapped in nicely. Bent this one a little bit. Oh, okay, I see what I did. I bent down the little locking pin. There we go. Nope. I've damaged this one somehow. Did I, or does this go in this way? Oh, there we go. I had it going in backwards. Okay. So those fit in there nicely. So these ones have fit in just like this. So I got the male ones on this side. We'll find out if that's good or not, because I'm going to just wire the female up to the other side. I think I lost a few people. That's okay. Okay, let's make sure we know what we're doing. And it's like anything, once I figure out how to do this, it'll be easy to do. I'm a quick learn. Okay. Okay, let's grab the female, this pin, and get my crimpers. Is that blurry? Hang on. Just why does that look? And brightness. There we are. I worry too much. Here it is. I have a feeling this one should go on the end. Yeah, I have a feeling this one needs that. This one needs the end one here. Let's find out in a second here. Yeah, I was crimping in the wrong, well, at least for this particular plug. I was crimping in the wrong slot on this thing. That's a 1.9, 1.8, 1.3. These are 2.5 pitch. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the width, 1.9. The pitch is different than the width, I think. I couldn't tell you. That's just me sounding like I know what I'm talking about, when I really don't. Okay. So we'll try this one. Okay. Okay, so then we'll slot this into the other side. So this is going to go in this way up. Okay, and this one's going to go in this way up. Okay, those are in. Let's see. Oh, is my phone beeping? Why does it feel vibrating? No, it's not. Okay, so let's just see. This still looks blurry for some reason. I think we're okay. Let's just see if this actually works now. This has got to go like this. Looks like that's the way it works. I think I got it right. Here, let me switch over to this guy. So if I unplug it, so I've got the male pins in there, in that one like that, and then we got the female pins in this end, so that when we plug it in, when you plug the male into the female, you get the connection. So I'm pretty sure I got that right. Yep. I'm pretty close to having it running. I just had to get the wiring. So there's my test wire. I did do them right. So now we can move on to the real thing. If in doubt, do a test wire. What the heck, right? That way I don't have to, nothing worse than wiring. And it happens and it'll happen again. Nothing worse than you get a wire going and then you have to cut it short because you made a mistake. Then you have to cut it shorter and cut it shorter and cut. That's why I always do longer than I need. My question is, do I want the female to come off the hot end and the male to come off the main board? I think I'm going to have the female coming off the hot end, although I don't think it matters. I don't really think it matters that all that much, as long as I keep it consistent, I think is what I just want to keep it consistent. So we'll have I'm going to do the female coming off the hot end and then the male coming off the board. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do the one that I don't have to worry about polarity first, which is the thermostat, and which is this guy right here, hot end thermostat. So I don't have to worry about polarity. So I'll just get this one going. And then the fans, I got to make sure I match the polarity coming out of the hot end. Oh, 4 to 6 pins, yeah. I've got to do the 4 pins for the, which reminds me, I've got to make up the 4 pin one for the extruder. But the extruder plug is a little different on this end. Yeah, it is. No, that's the 4 pin. Yeah, I got to make my extruder plug up, and I've got, I think I found a wire for that, my extruder motor. I think I did find myself some wire. Okay, well, let's get these ones made first. Then we'll worry about that. And just a hair more off of this one. There we go. Okay, so this is this end. We're going to do the males on this end. Yeah, we're going to do the boys on this end. Come on, boys. So I think I got to crimp these in the last one. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing wrong. I was crimping them in the wrong hole. Yeah, that's better. Much better. So these are great. These crimpers, I think it was Jason Tech Support, my good buddy Jason, recommended these. These are called iWis, and they make really good tools. You pay a little bit more than you would for a generic brand, but these things are reliable and they give you really good crimps. And they're just ergonomically simple to use. Okay, let's get a boy pin here, a boy plug. So remember, the clips go up. Or did they go the other way? Oh, this way. Okay, there's a little slot. I see. There's a little slot that kind of gives you a hint as to which way the pins go. And You just hear that little click when your pins lock in. And then if you're careful and you don't over crimp them, they should come out just like that, nicely lined up. Now on the back side, you can see there's actually, if I grab one of these ones that I haven't done yet, not that you guys need to see this, but again, I'm going to show you anyway. What the heck? On the back side, you can see that there is a, if I get the right angle here, there you go. You can see that tiny little slot up at the top versus the bottom, and that slot up top is where that's how you orient your pin, so that that little locking clip goes up into that slot, and then when it goes in, it just locks in. Now the thing about these ones is, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think these ones are super easy to get these pins out. Should you want to pop them out and redo them and save the plug, I don't see any way where you can get a tool in here to actually release those pins. There might be a way to do it. I just don't know. I just don't see a way to do it. Okay, it's a miracle your cats didn't with your 90% of a 24-hour print. Oh, that's cool. You love your iWis. Yeah, poor boy. They're great. Okay, so there's the thermistor. Let's get one of the fans. This one is the part cooling fan, and we know it because I use my shrink wrap labeler to label it. iWis 3320 for life. iWis 3320. What is this one? This is a 3320M. This is the iWis 3320. I think that's, yeah. Sometimes my eyes suck and I actually have to go to a close-up camera. Yeah, right there, 3320M. 33 to 20 gauge, 0.06 to 0.5 millimeter. There's that one, and then the other one I use for different things is I have an iWis SN28B, which is a different beast for doing different kinds of crimping. But the 3320, this blue guy, is pretty much my go-to. And then for my big electrical connection things, I use this guy for my terminal connectors, or whatever you want to call it. And I don't think this is an iWis. I think this is a, yeah, that's just called an HS30J or whatever. It's for insulating terminals and stuff. So yeah, those are my kind of my go-to tools for this kind of work. Yeah. I wish I had one. A snapshot, that's good. Oh, that's good. I like that. I like the puns. I like when puns get tossed around in here. Although you guys got a little ways to go to catch up to Andrew Humphrey and his puns on my Sunday streams. Okay. And then I ended up getting, a while back, I went to my local electronic shop and I got myself these. They're called Paladin tools, and it's a really decent pair of wire strippers. I mean, wire strippers, you can get a dime a dozen, but they eventually loosen up. The blades aren't as sharp as some, et cetera, et cetera. So I ended up just going there and spending a little bit more and getting these that'll last me forever. They got their spring loaded. They are really, really good. They got really, really sharp cutters on them for cutting off that. If you just have to do that 0.5 millimeter of excess, you do it. So, okay, I need to get over here and I need to turn my fan over, turn this over and see, okay, which fan am I going to do first? Let's move this camera back and let's focus down in on this. Let's turn the light on so we get a bit more light in here. There we go. So this is my hot end fan. Which wire do I have here? This one is my part cooling fan. So my part cooling fan is, my part cooling fan is over here. This is my part cooling fan here. I don't know if anybody saw what I did there. I have my dual park cooling fans here. So what I did is I adhered a couple Wagos on there, and those are to split my park cooling fan so that I can just run a single wire out of each Wago, and then the wire is going to come into the doomer thingy here. You know what I mean? So, so why don't I do that first? Because I know I'm jumping all over the place here, but what the heck? So I'm going to grab, where's that wire I just made up would be perfect for it, my little test wire. Where did I put that? I threw it over here somewhere. Oh, where did you put it, Tim? Oh, silly. Where did I throw that little test piece I just did? It's probably right in front of me. Guarantee it's right in front of me. Oh, there it is. Right. No, that's not it. That's my thermistor. Love Wago. Oh, Wagos. I'm going to go Wago crazy from now on. Those things are great for especially quick disconnecting wires. There we go. So I'm going to take this little test piece I used. And so we are going to go male. So we're going to have the female end come off of this. So I can just use this and put this right into my Wagos, my little test piece, because I've already got the female. So I'm going to make sure that coming off of this end that I get the polarity right. So you definitely want the correct polarity on a fan. Okay, so let's grab my female end. Where's the girls? Here we go. So let's go ahead and crimp the female guy here. Female guy. Let's crimp the female guy. Yeah. Wagos are good. I bought a kit on Amazon. I don't remember what I paid, but I bought this little kit of Wagos. It has, it's a kit and it comes with a 2, a 1, a 3, and a 5 connector. So, and there's plenty of them in there. It's great. I never have too many Wagos now. I mean, they're my go-to now. And they look cool. I mean, they look cool. They work well. So, and you got to look cool in this when you're streaming, right? You want to look, yeah, you got to look cool. Yeah, like I look cool. Yeah, right. This stream sponsored by Wago. Yes, Wago. No. Get out. There we go. And one more. I remember when I first did the rat rig, and I had no clue. I couldn't crimp with these things for my life, I swear. And I ruined so many, and because I was using I was using the wrong tool, and I didn't know what I was doing, but practice makes perfect, right? Now I don't even have to wear my big magnifiers to do them because it's just now when you know what you're doing, you just go by feel. Okay, so we're going to go with this male end. Oh, that's the female, Tim. This male. No, we were going to. Female was going on the hot end, and the male's going on this end. Okay, so we're going to do a male on this end. Well, then so we're going to have to change our mind. Okay, because I crimped the wrong pieces then. So, okay, for this fan, we're going to do male coming off of the Wagos into the female. Oh, that was an easy decision. Oh, it's like I don't know what I'm doing. Just you're special. Every time you hear Wago, I can't help but think of Scooby-Doo when he has lost Shaggy. Waggy? Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Wago. That's funny. Okay, so we plug that in. Red is going on this side. So red is going over here. And black is going over here. And I love when you hear that little click. It means you've done it right. Click, click. So when I plug the fan in, like that, there we go. We have our polarities correct. Good. Perfect. So there's our park cooling fan. And then on the park cooling fan itself here, I'm not sure. Let's go back over to the hot end assembly here. So, and then the park cooling fan, this goes on and it sits like this. So really, I only need enough wire to get up in this area to plug it in, or in up this area. So if I come off about, that's plenty right there. So that's plenty right there. So about this much. I'm pretty sure that's right. So we have the male coming off, so we can snip that right there and toss that piece. And this should be good. So now I should just be able to snip this. Just you're special. We're all special in a way. And the Wago needs, this is where you've got to, I learned how to read a Wago, by the way. There is actually a scale on the side of a Wago. For those that didn't know, because I didn't know, so maybe somebody else didn't know, but on the side of a Wago, if you look closely, see that little 11? That is how much bare wire you need to strip for your Wago. Is 11 millimeters. I believe that's 11 millimeters. Okay, and I think depending on the size, I think do Wagos come in different sizes? I'm not sure. So these are good for up to 450 volts, 32 amps. So this is an 18 to 14 gauge. So well within what we're ever going to be using these for. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So the way I do this is I kind of just lay the wire on the side like that, put my fingers kind of where, well, hang on. Put my fingers kind of where it's got to go. Doesn't have to be dead accurate, but you want to be close. And then we go ahead and we strip down to my fingers. So let's see how we did here. Let go my Wago. And I'm probably almost bang on. So that's, you can kind of see how much. Here, hang on. Let me switch back. Just in case somebody stumbles across this video and says, I didn't know that. So you can kind of see that I've stripped about the right amount. Oh, come on. About the right amount right, if you look right there. It's about what you want to do. Right there. Yeah. And then obviously it's easy to get the black because it's going to be pretty much same as the red. So there we go. Half a millimeter one way or the other is not going to make a huge difference. And then you take the hot end fan, we open up the Wago. Here, let me switch over to this one. And there we go. Opened up the Wagos for my receiving end. I'm going to go red to red. Keep the polarity right now. This is in a little bit of a awkward position to get it in there. So I'm going to kind of manipulate the wire like that. Go in the Wago and closed. And that is in there. I mean, that holds that nice and tight. So again, I'm going to bend that up. Shove it in, oops, and in until it stops, and close the Wago, and there we are. There's our sort of our extension wire connected. I'm going to run this down in between the fans, kind of like that. So there we go. That's sort of the two fans plugged into the Wago, and they're not adding any weight per se to the fans. They're just VHB taped on there, so if I ever have to take them off, they will. I'm not worried about heat because it is a fan. It's going to be blowing air by them, so the heat's not going to affect the VHB. And I think it looks pretty good. I think it's a cool way to wire up dual fans on this thing. And now this will go over here, and boom, I have enough. So there's my fan wired up, my park cooling fan. Yay! Okay. Like to flatten a ferrule and use it as a narrow spade sometimes. Oh, with your Wago, you mean? Yeah. Wagos are intended for bare wires and not ferrules. Otherwise, it wouldn't tell you how long to strip the wire. True there. True there. You don't know any of this. It's all new to you, Miles. Oh, well, that's good. Hopefully you do learn a little bit here if you're ever going to wire up your printers or something. So all new. It was all new to me, too, when I did the rat rig and the Vorons and stuff. I'm still learning. I've learned a lot. I've learned a ton, mostly from all you folks out there who teach me things. And I just, as I say, I'm a quick learner, especially when you do things repetitively. Okay, so the next one here is the hot end fan, or my hoof. My hoof. Not on, no, not on Wagos. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, no, not on Wago. Yeah, Wagos are meant for bare wire, of course. I like ferrules. I have my fair share of ferrules. As a matter of fact, there is one wire here that is hooked up with ferrules, and that is the heater cartridge. Hot end heater cartridge is hooked up with ferrules. So, as I said on my Sunday stream, I would like to see ferrules made so in other words, for instance, on this one, because it doesn't matter. This is a hot end heater cartridge. It doesn't matter because polarity doesn't matter. But let's suppose I was using ferrules here to plug my fans in. If I had those kind of ports on my board, ferrules are based. Color of the ferrule is based on the size of the wire you put in it. But I'd like to see, say, a red and a black ferrule the same size, because if you're plugging a fan and you have to have polarity, rather than put two reds on here, which are actually the proper size for this, I'd like to see a red and a black so that you don't mix your polarity up. Because if you have two reds, you could inadvertently mix up your polarity. So that's the only thing I'd like to see with a ferrule, or see change with the ferrules. But as I say, the black happens to work depending on the size of the wire and so forth. So yeah, use a paint pen. I guess so. Yeah, I guess you could do that too. There's always solutions. There's always a way around things. Okay, so on this guy, I don't get to use any more Wagos right now. Darn. Love my Wagos. So this one I want to use, we'll just use the opposite. It doesn't matter if I use male or female on which end, because either way they're plugging together and they're going to take up the same amount of real estate space up in the hot end. So we'll just stagger the lengths of them or something. We're not even going to worry about that. I'm going to worry about that when I get to it. Okay, we'll make these two boy ones. And we'll make the hot end ones girl ones. How's that? That sounds fair. Oh, shoot. I had that other girl one I threw out. That wire would have been too short, I think. Maybe it's not. I'll dig it out of my recycle box and see if it might not work. Why reinvent the wheel if I already have a wheel made? Has my Bobcat been back? No. And what I did, let me show you, is he won't come back now because I've taken away his ability to get under the deck now. So I'll show you what I did. There we are. So what I did is I put lattice all around the bottom of the deck. And that's where he was going, was under that deck, because he had protection under there. He was going way under there, and that's where he brought his rabbit. So I put lattice all around the bottom of the deck, so he can't get in, nothing can get in, garbage can't blow in there, nothing. So yeah, that's I took his hiding place away, basically. I know, mean old me, but hey, Bobcat, stay away. Yeah, I want my cake and eat it too. What good is cake if you don't eat it? Come on, David. Of course you want to eat your cake. Who doesn't want to eat cake? How do you think I got this shapely body of mine? It wasn't just by eating fruits and vegetables all my life, although I'm starting to get back into my shapely body. I have been up and down like a yo-yo with my body weights and everything, but It's funny when you get diagnosed with diabetes that you tend to take your health a little more seriously. So the best diet plan a guy could have. And come on, get in there, and let's go. Oh, shoot, I missed that one. Okay, I screwed that one up. That one will not do. So what we're going to do, that's why I cut these wires a little longer, we're going to sacrifice 2 of these, and we're going to start over. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And I don't, I crave sugar sometimes, and I still have sugar, of course, but in moderation, but I don't miss it. I don't miss chocolate. It's funny. I used to be a chocolate-aholic. I do not miss chocolate at all. Once had a girlfriend named Cake. Cake and Candy, right? Actually, that's our dog groomer's name. Her name is Candy. I wouldn't consider her too sweet. Nice person, but yeah. Anyways. Okay, we're going to stop that right here, right now. Okay, let's try not to screw this one up. That's exactly why I cut these wires longer than need be, because you can always just fold them around or whatever, is because you screw it up. There we go. You have extra length to play with. So now I just got to pay. And there, that one's cut a little bit too long because it's sticking through like the little fuzzies there. So we'll just trim them off. Come on. Raccoons are bad here today. Or they have learned where the soffit installers got lazy and found a way into the... Wow. It's funny you say that. They were talking about... We don't have a lot of raccoons here in Alberta, but apparently in Ontario, they're bad. And in Eastern Canada, and they were talking about raccoons. It's funny you said that, Jack, on the news this morning about how smart they're getting. They say some raccoons, they know how to open gates. They know how to open things. They said it's only going to be a matter of time before they figure out how to go into your house and disarm your alarm and get into your fridge. But, all jokes aside, they're smarter than we think. And apparently they're a real problem in Ontario, so... Okay, this one we want to make sure, let's see, so if I'm coming off of the fan red, it doesn't matter which side I go on, although we want to make sure that we keep our negative to negative and our positive to positive. So don't want to mess this up. It doesn't matter as long as I put them in the right side. I don't care. I don't think it really matters if it goes left or right as long as it's consistent all the way down the line. But I like to, it doesn't matter. So we're going to put the red on, we're just going to stay consistent and put the red on the right and the black on the left, like I've been doing. Hear that click? There we go. And let's hear this click. Lovely. There we go. Okay. There's this end. Now, okay, we're going to move over here. Let's grab my tools. This is the part I'm not looking forward to doing because I've got limited wire here. So right down here. Can I, why is this so loose on here? Oh man. Hang on, this camera's a bit loose here. Hang on. Sorry, I'm going to make you dizzy here, but that's too bad. There we go. I need a different ball joint on this thing here. Can I zoom in any further on this one? No, I can. Look at that. There we go. Is that focused? That's pretty good. And if I turn the light this way a little bit, there we go. So here's my hot end fan that I got to connect here. So I have to work over here now with this. I could take it off, but I don't want to. There's our hot end, there's our heater cartridge there, and there's, I've also got to wire up the thermostat. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay. This one, I don't want to make a mistake because I've only got so much wire here. Bats are almost extinct. Oh, look at that. They'll chase the bats. They'll chase out the bats. Oh, interesting. Spraying Melathon for years has killed off anything that ate mosquitoes naturally. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, there's a balance. There's a balance to nature for a reason, right? I mean, everything has its reason, except mosquitoes. I think those are just somebody upstairs made a big mistake. No, Noah should never have let the mosquitoes on the ark. I'll tell you that much. They should have just died with everything else. But no, you had to let them 2 mosquitoes on the ark. And they had to continue their merry breeding. Okay, let's grab my girl pins here. 2 of my girl pins. Where's the end? Oh, come on. Right there. I see you. You can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Okay. 1, 2. Here we go. Throwing rocks at streetlights to hear the bull bat swoop and whoop. I've not heard a bat in 30 years. Wow. I've had bats when we used to have years and years ago when I was a kid, and we had a place in Northern Ontario, Gravenhurst in that area. I remember bats. They were funky. I'm hoping these wires are not too small. They shouldn't be. Let's just see. Oh yeah, that's fine. That is fine. That's actually a little blurry. There we go. Okay. I imagine in mass production places they have machines that do this part, that crimp these little things. They must. I can't imagine somebody sitting there all day crimping little wires like this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to make sure we get the polarity right here. So this plug is going to go in this way. So we want the red to go on. The red's coming towards me. And the little bump is up top like this. Hit that click. There we go. And the black. Click. Come on. There we go. Good. Awesome. So now let's just double check the fit. And there's our hot end fan. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, cool. That's done. Now, just a couple more things to do. So that's our Y end stop we're not touching, of course. And our X end stop we decided we're not touching because it just unplugs right at the sensor. Then now all we have to do is we have our, this is going to be a fun one. Look at how thin those wires are. We have our extruder motor, and I need to put a plug. I'm pretty sure that my thermistor, that's the part cooling fan we just did, and this is the hot end thermistor. I'm pretty sure that this plug is not compatible. Or is it? Hang on. No. Well, it'll plug in, but it's not the right size plug. I don't want to damage it. No, I got to replace this one with the proper female. Lightning bug's getting rare as well. Oh, wow. Hey, Zenbender, how are you, sir? Dum Dev. Did you just pop on Dum Dev, or have you been here all along and you're just talking? I'm sorry if I missed you. Okay, so we have to put a new plug on this one too. That's going to be an even shorter one, but that's okay. We'll just get as much out of this one as we can. Oh, I can undo these pins. Let's just see if I can. Let's see if I can get these pins out of here. I need something very. I wonder if my knife would work. Point of this knife, probably not. I have to have a sharper blade. Okay, let's see if the point of this knife will work. Because if I can pull these pins, it'll save me cutting the wire and it'll give me a little bit more room. No, that's just asking for trouble. Let me find one more thing here. Me and sharp instruments, I don't know, but let's see if this will allow me to pull these pins. Oh, it did too. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. So now, perfect. Nice little tool. It's good for picking teeth. It's good for picking slivers out of your hands. And it's good for, really, it's pretty useful. It's actually it's a weeding tool, but it's good for a lot of things. No bloodshed. No. No bloodshed tonight, dum-dum. Okay. These are not, no, they're not compatible with the plugs I've got. So, but at least it saved me a little bit of wire. So, because I can now just cut these off right at the pins. Okay. And I do not want to make an error on these. So we're going to be very precise and very careful. This is where, if it's your first time doing this, don't do a wire like this as the first one you ever do, because if you end up cutting it off and then, oh, I got to cut it off again. Oh, I got to cut it off again. Eventually, you're going to run out of wire. Okay, now that is do I need a girl or a boy plug here? Let's see. Hot end thermistor, I need the girl plug. So this is the right one right here. Girl plug. Okay, we'll cut them off. Come on, get in there. Okie doke. Let me get rid of this blade I broke off before I end up slicing my finger. And I no need to keep that plug. I'll never use that again for anything. Okay. Okie doke. Careful, careful. Do not mess this up. I do not want to have to reslice these wires. So I got to be extra careful. One good one. Okay. Come on. Oh, that's a little too far. There we go. This is just such an odd angle too, because it's attached. I can't pull this wire out. And tell me that worked. That worked. Good. Good. Okay, now I need a girl plug. I need a girl plug. So, polarity doesn't matter in this, but as I said, just as a habit and just to get used to it, I'm going to make polarity matter, even though it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't matter because these are both white. I don't have a black and a red here. Duh. So even if I want to make it look like I know what I'm doing, I can't. Click. Click. We're good. Look at that. And let's just check it and make sure we're going to connect okay. There's our thermistor. Yay. Nice. Okay. Whew. We're making progress. Thermistor. We have our fan. So the only thing left to go, oh, it's my stiff neck. And it's 8:30. Oh my God, where's the time go? Holy crap. I have water. I haven't been hydrating. You guys haven't been telling me to hydrate. Your crimp tool is different. That looks easier. This one's really simple. This is an IWIS 3220M. Okay, where's the wire I had in mind for the where did I put it? For the extruder motor. Because we're going to need a four pinner. But where I had wire. I swear to you, I had wire set aside for the extruder. Maybe I'll save that for another night. I'm sure. Oh, it's right here. Aha. It's right. It's encased, and I'm pretty sure that was gonna. I decided that was gonna be plenty long enough. Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, this is the stuff that I said it was encased, and I didn't have to be encased. Yada yada yada. And I believe I don't have to cut the one end because I do believe that this is the right plug on this end for plugging into the board, and it is. So I only have to wire up one end. The one end's already wired up. So let's cut off, oh, I don't know, this end right here. Like so. And I don't like this thick sheathing, so I'm going to pull those out, and we're just going to toss this stuff away. That's that PVC stuff, which I was told don't heat PVC. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some shrink tubing around this at various lengths just to hold all these together. And I'll put the heat shrink tubing on before I actually do the wiring up. But we're at my 8:30 mark. I want to do something real quick while you guys are here, so you can witness in case something goes wrong, I have witnesses and I have it on video. Where's my butane bottle? I have a bottle of butane here somewhere. There it is. I think there's a little bit left in here. Let's see if I can fill this. Oh, see, now you're on. What? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So this one, it should, when I turn the safety off, when the lock's on, it shouldn't spray, but it does. This one I have to actually hold my thumb on to keep it going. Okay, and then it's got a switch here. But this one, you have a knob to turn your gas on high or low, and then you ignite it and it stays on. And then you turn that to turn it off, which is pretty cool. Turn it on just a little bit and you get a small, and you can adjust your flame with this here. Then you can turn this around. And let's say you just want to do something where you're just putting it down here and you want to do something above the heat so you have both your hands free. That is really cool. And that was just I think that was an AliExpress app purchased from China. That works pretty good. But I do need to get more butane because I think that's hot. The tip gets hot. I think this is empty. No. Yeah, it's empty. Hey, 3D Medic Vince. Yeah, that's empty now. I don't know how full this is, but it's got a bit in it. So I have to get some more. But this is just stuff. I just got this at Home Depot. I think it was like $5 or $4.95 for the bottle. Lasts quite a while. Need to keep that so I remember to get some. But I like this. This is nice. The fact that it's basically hands-free. Yep. And it can, and it's got a safety lock on it. Yeah, it's got a safety lock so you can't turn it on. So it's good child-proof feature there. Or DWIT-proof. No blood, just blisters. Well, no, it's okay. It just gets a little bit hot at the very tip. Right here, it's not bad. The closer you get to the tip, the hotter it gets. And of course, if you leave that on for 5 minutes doing whatever it is you're doing, and then you can just pop that away and it's, yeah, I like that. Cool. Good. I can get rid of the other one. The other one I don't trust. Sometimes when I fire this one up, it goes and doesn't really fire at first because it's been dropped a fair bit. So, but it's really cool. They're good. These are good. And why do I have these torches, you say, is because sometimes when I'm using nanopolymer adhesive on the bed and I get a part and a big surface, it'll leave a deformity on it, but you just take your torch over and it gets rid of the deformities real easy on the bottom of a print. And it's good for burning off, stringiness. It's good for burning off strings on your prints too. So, okie dokie. Let's. I got 8:30, 8:39. Let's just grab some shrink wrap. Let's grab some shrink tubing. Where's my shrink tubing? Since we're here, there it is. Woo. We have a variety pack of shrink tubing. Look at that. What size do I need to go around these wires just to keep them kind of organized? I'm going to guess green. I'm going to guess wrong. How about blue? Well, black. Will these all fit in here? No, that's too small. Black. Blue. Come on. Make it blue. There we go, because I want it to be a nice snug fit. There we go. So we got blue. I'm going to put 3 or 4 or 5 on here just to keep these wires sort of from, I just like nice, tight, organized wires. Moleskin tags, even light skin cancer. Moleskin tags. Moleskin tags. Huh? Two. Let's just put a few of these on here. I got lots of these. No, it seems to be the most popular one I use is this blue one. I just want to make sure I put enough because once I get the connector on the end, 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll put one more on just because. Did I just call myself a moron? I think I did. Just because I'd rather have one extra than wish I'd have put one more on after I get the plugs on. Right? Right. What the heck? Just for good luck. I don't have any long pieces of heat shrink, so that's why I'm using these little short guys right now. There we go. Okay. Okie doke. And then we take our handy dandy heat gun. Which has a stand somewhere, but I don't know where I put the stand. And extension cord. There we go. So let's spread these out. The torch is great for removal of said ailment. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I get what you're saying. Okay. Just getting hot. That is getting hot, yes. Two, three, 1, 2. Okay, right about there. There we go. Ouch. Do. Hope that's not loud in your ear if you're wearing headphones or something. Yeah, it could be worse, right? There we go. There we go. I'm happy with that. Keeps it organized. So now I just got to male, female up these. I'm a little concerned that these wires are a little too thin. I think all I have to do with that is use the tighter crimp setting. Let's check it out. Let's just have a quick peek. Let me try one and then I'm going to call it. So go back to the Floramobile. Are you sure you wish to remove ATEM feed? No, I don't want to remove my ATEM feed. Jeez. Sometimes OBS, just because I clicked the wrong button, you have to just have a hissy fit. Let's just see how easy these things are going to be to crimp those little wires on. Because these are really, really skinny wires. Okay. Let's try the black one. And I think because of how skinny these are, I'm going to use male or female on this end. I think I'm going to use the male on that end. Yeah. And I'm going to use the tighter setting on this. So we're going to move it up one so it crimps is a little bit tighter. There we go. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. Oh, awesome. It worked perfectly. Okay, that's good. My wire's a little bit long, but that's okay. I can just give it a bit of a little bit of a haircut here. That's okay. Good. Okay. So we know that's going to work. Always seem to pinch the first one completely off. Oh, I think that's just a matter of getting used to it. I used to have what I used to do wrong is I used to put that little connector in the crimpers too far into the crimper, either too far or not far enough into the crimper. You put it too far in the crimper, you end up crimping you end up wrecking it because you crimp your little end stop, your little clicky piece that clicks in to lock it into the plug. There we are. And if you do that, you're hooped. And you got to start over. I'll tell you though, ever since I stopped wearing contact lenses and wearing these glasses, these progressives, it's so much easier to see some of this stuff because I don't have to worry about putting reading glasses on anymore. Okay, so we need 3 more of these. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, let's go into the second one here. Okay. Pick a color. Okay. Good. Perfect. And the other thing too, you can't push the wire in too far because if you end up getting the insulator in under where the wire should go, you won't get a tight crimp on your wire because your insulator will prevent it from closing too much. So it's just a delicate little fine line you've got to find. There we go. And one more. Okay. Mr. Red. Ooh, I almost messed that one up. I went in almost a little bit too far on the red one. There we go. Okay, so now this is the part I want to be careful with because I need to match color to color for this. Looked into laser surgery? No. And I'll tell you why. I've only got one good eye. I always say I only got one good eye. And the people say, oh, good eye, mate. No, I've only got one good eye. And I'm not going to chance laser surgery at this point in my life. Okay, so we have blue, red, green is orange. So blue, red, green, black. So green is orange. So we're going to match up. We're going to keep the color consistent by going. This goes in, let's just say like this. Blue, red, green, orange. Blue, red, green, orange. We're going to make sure we go in that order. So where's my plug? These are the males. So we're going to go blue, red, green, orange. Or hang on a minute. Blue is coming out. Blue. I don't want to get these in backwards. Dang. Well, I got lots of wire if I happen to make that mistake. Blue, red, green, orange. I think that should be good. Okay. So we'll go blue, red, blue, red, green, orange, blue, red, green, black. That's what am I talking about? Blue, red, green, which is orange, and black. There we go. Okay. There's the coming out of the motor. And then we just have to strip these ones. We'll just finish this plug and call it a day. May as well, since I'm here, get these done. There we go. Okay. And these are going in the girl pins. Four of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think Steve may have. Last stream he had no glasses. Oh, really? Oh, cool. I'll have to ask him. Glasses are, I don't know. I've worn glasses most of my young life. Then I wear contact lenses for probably the last 20 years. I stopped wearing contacts a year and a half ago because Christmas 2022, I got a real bad eye infection. And I had to stop wearing my lenses because of the eye infection. And it just kind of scared me because eyesight is something that I value. It's one of the senses that I'd hate to lose any sense, but I could not live without my eyesight. I mean, yeah, okay, you know what I mean, right? So I just decided then and there, because I had to wear my glasses for 3 or 4 weeks while my eye healed. It took me forever to get used to glasses, but then I started to get used to them and said, it's not so bad. So now I still have contact lenses. I'll still wear them for the odd, if I shave my head, I wear my contact lenses so I can see what I'm doing, because I can take my glasses off and they don't get in the way. The odd time, if I ever go diving, I'll wear contact lenses. But basically, my glasses are full time now. And I'm at that age where even if a doctor said, oh, shoot, screwed one up. See what happens when I talk too much? Oh, I salvaged. Okay. I'm at that age where even if the doctor said to me, you know, this thing is perfected now, this surgery, you know, guaranteed, yada, yada, I wouldn't do it. Because I've got one good eye, I can see out of both eyes. It's really hard to explain what's wrong with my right eye. But, oh, that pin got mangled. But, got to make sure when you take these off of here, you don't twist them. You just go back and forth. There we go. But yeah, I would not take that chance. I wouldn't gamble with my eyesight just for the ability to not have to wear glasses again. So, and it's just me. I mean, you know, I know people that have had laser surgery and great success with it. So, I mean, you know, shit happens, right? I mean, hey, the Titan sub was supposed to be safe to take people down. It wasn't, but that's a whole other story. But, you know, things happen, right? It's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's never going to happen. Boom. It happens. Okay, so we've got this one. let's get the male counterpart to this one, or the female counterpart to this one. We'll put all this crap away later. So there's the female counterpart. So now we're going to have blue going in this side. So blue. Okay. So we're going to go blue, red, green, black. Blue, red, green, and least but not last, no, actually it is last and it is least, black. There we go. There's our extruder plug. And make sure, boom, extruder plug, done. Okay. Okie dokie. Yay. That officially, well, unofficially concludes. These are extras. That concludes all the wire prep. Look at that. So next time, we can start running wires from the hot end down. Set this up, run the wires down. Hopefully I got the stepper motor and everything right on it. We'll find out if it works. It should be okay. Great little kit. I think it was, I don't know, $15 or something for this kit. I forget. On Amazon. Works well. Cool. Hey, black wires matter. There you go, Snapshot. They do. Okay. A little bit of cleanup here. Make sure I safety first. Make sure I unplug all my devices. And try to put things back where they belong, but I'll clean all this mess up a little later and we'll go through all this. But I think we're ready to start. I think we're ready to start putting this thing together. And Sunday I'm definitely, come hell or high water, turning the power on to see if we get any sparks. What's this wire hanging here? Oh, that's the bed thermistor. I still have to. Oh yeah, that's because I took the bed off. Yeah, okay. I took the bed off to turn the printer on its side. And if you were watching Sunday, you knew that I lost all of my balls from my Wobble X's. So we have to put the Wobble X's back together too on Sunday. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. Look at all these little pieces of garbage. All these little wires. Anyways, we are done, guys. Listen, I appreciate all you folks hanging out and keeping me company. I got more done tonight than I actually thought I would. Well, I went a half-hour overtime too, so yeah. Hey, no, thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. So listen, that's it. That's all. Today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, Friday. I'll probably be on once more, maybe to run some wires and stuff so that Sunday I can fire it up. I still have to look for, I still have to do a search on printables or somewhere to see, or on GitHub, see if I can find a mount for the EVA hot end here for the beacon probe. So I still haven't figured that out yet, but I will find one. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you for hanging out with me, guys. That was fun. And we will catch you guys next time I'm live. So you guys have a good evening. We'll talk to you again later, okay? And thank you so much, Marcel. If you're still here for the super chat, I appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye for now.